guess I chose the right path to walk because it's actually pouring rain on the other side and it's sunny here. And what did I read today? Well, usually these times of the year, there's often a lot of wildfires and so forth. And how about this one? More people wanting to use drones, I guess, to help prevent them, or I guess potentially fight them too. This one says the future of fighting wildfires will rely on autonomous drone-based artificial intelligence, according to Concordia researchers. Forest fire season has officially begun in Canada across the country's north and west. Well over 100 wildfires have been reported. I still remember all those big wildfires they had around here actually just a few years ago. And it says here, towns like Fort McMurray, devastated by fire in 2016, have been partially evacuated, and air quality alerts are being issued in Canada and part of the United States. The key to containing the damage caused by climate change-driven fires is early detection. The sooner these fires are spotted, the quicker and easier they can be extinguished. Most early detection systems use a cocktail of satellite imagery, ground sensors, and helicopter-based observation. But researchers at Concordia's Gina Cody School of Engineering and Computer Science are developing an entirely automated system instead. It combines deep neural networks, image processing, and unmanned aerial vehicles to spot and track fires before they blaze out of control. In a paper published in IEEE Transactions on Industrial Electronics, the authors proposed their method that employs UAV-based visual infrared camera aerial images in an integrated design. Saying here, quote, the drones act as a mobile sensor which makes them more convenient, says Yaoming Zhang, a professor in the Department of Mechanical, Industrial, and Aerospace Engineering and the paper's corresponding author. They allow for faster action at a lower cost. With visual and infrared cameras and the embedded artificial intelligence algorithms, we can move toward autonomous operations of forest fire detection and control. That's not too surprising overall, in terms of being able just to send like a drone, for example, to monitor the area, or as mentioned, possibly extinguish the fires too in the future, depending on what you're using. And they make a point to say here, actually, where the drones they're using, by the sounds of it, are ones that are readily available just for people doing regular commercial work and all that. It says the researchers point out that the visual cameras used in their research are common and affordable, and they are capable of capturing images of rising smoke. But because forest fires usually start under the tree canopy and are undetectable by conventional visual cameras, the infrared camera can detect a new fire's radiation emissions and heat signals, thus enabling the system to accurately geoposition it before it grows into an inferno. It looks like a DJI drone, for example, which is based on things like the picture anyways, but if it's more productive, why not? And then more news about countries worrying about other countries invading with their drones and so forth. This one says, Japanese jets scramble after Chinese dual-use spy and attack drone enters air defense zone. The Chinese WL-10 reconnaissance and strike uncrewed aerial vehicle was tracked flying over waters near Okinawa on Monday, prompting the fighter jet response. The Joint Staff Office stated in a press release. The photos of the drone flying were released by the Defense Ministry. The Joint Staff Office stated that fighter jets were dispatched to intercept the drone by the Japan Air Self-Defense Forces Southwestern Air Command Support Flight, an Air Force unit located at the Naha Air Base in Okinawa. The type of jets used in the interception was not disclosed. Makes me wonder if they're more on edge because of that recent news you guys remember where there was drone footage of, I guess, their military areas and all that. And it goes on to say tensions remain high between Japan and China over the disputed Senkaku Islands. The flight also comes just after Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and Chinese Premier Li Qiang attended a trilateral summit hosted by South Korea intended to ease tensions in East Asia. It also followed a large-scale Chinese military exercises simulating a military encirclement of Taiwan that ended last weekend. Maneuvers timed after the recent inauguration of Taiwan's new president. Lots of conflict around the world still. And then with that thought of, I guess, conflict, this was kind of interesting, where apparently there was a police officer that made, I guess, a real bad judgment call. This was a San Diego police officer resigns after getting locked in the backseat with female detainee. A San Diego Police Department officer resigned from his post after he accidentally locked himself in the backseat with a woman for more than an hour while he was transporting her to the Los Colones Women's Detention Center. In adherence to California law, San Diego Police released its internal investigation into then Officer Anthony Hare and the events that took place on August 15, 2023. The investigation resulted in Hare's resignation the following month. Yeah, so you can see the video, it's kind of crazy. So it starts off normal, he arrests her, puts her in the back, drives her away, But as I guess the recording continues, which I would imagine you have to do during those situations, they start talking to each other, and she starts talking about, for example, things like having sex, and she's willing to do it like right there.
Oh, you're not? Well, I can't hear you now.
And then afterwards, the police officer, I guess, turns the camera off, so you don't know what's going on, but based on things like GPS tracking or something like that with the vehicle, you can see it stopped there, I guess, for a while. And because of that, he went to the back, I guess, of the car. It doesn't open, I guess, from the inside, so he had to call for help. And yeah, I guess you can use your imagination of what happened there, but I think it's pretty obvious.
All right, sir, step out of the vehicle for me. 114 yellow. We're code 4. Everything just went wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera off. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay. Yeah, let me turn this off real quick.
Now, from what I read here anyways, he was saying nothing happened. They even asked the lady in the back if anything inappropriate happened. They said no, but during an investigation, they apparently found things like traces of semen and all that. So eventually, I think it was pretty obvious anyways, and he had to, I guess, resign. But it makes you wonder, what are you thinking, like for that cop, for example, especially just turning off that video just like that? Oh gee, that doesn't look suspicious at all. It makes you wonder how many times this actually happens, for example, but people are just never caught and all that. See you guys later.